Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows of the bustling streets of Morocco? Beyond the rich, vibrant culture and the allure of exotic markets, an unseen underworld thrives. This hidden world is ruled by the Moroccan Mafia, a term that might evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue. But who are they? What are their origins? Born in the narrow, winding alleys of Morocco's ancient cities, this group has risen to wield a significant influence. Their operations remain veiled by the everyday hustle and bustle, yet their presence is felt by those who dare to peer into the shadows. Their influence permeates through the vibrant heart of Morocco, from the sun-soaked coastlines to the bustling city centers. The Moroccan Mafia, a dark echo of the country's rich history, is a reminder that beneath the surface of any society, there exists a world unseen, unheard, yet undeniably present. Beneath the vibrant culture and bustling markets, a darker world thrives. The Moroccan Mafia didn't just appear overnight, it rose from the ashes. In the intricate web of international crime, Morocco, a country as vibrant as it is complex, found itself the birthplace of a new kind of underworld power. The rise of the Moroccan Mafia can be traced back to the socio-economic conditions that prevailed in the country during the latter half of the 20th century. Morocco, with its rich history and cultural heritage, had been grappling with poverty and unemployment. The struggle to survive in such conditions often pushed individuals towards the margins of society, and it was in these margins where the seeds of the Moroccan Mafia were sown. The 70s and 80s were particularly crucial. During these decades, Morocco was transitioning from a traditional economy to a more modern one. This shift, while beneficial for some, left many behind, creating a divide that the Mafia would later exploit. As the country opened its doors to international trade, opportunities for illicit activities also multiplied. Smuggling, particularly of drugs, became a lucrative business. The fertile lands of the Rif Mountains became a haven for cannabis cultivation, providing the Mafia with a steady income source and a means to consolidate its power. Then there were the political unrest and the economic crises of the 90s. These events further deepened the socio-economic divide, pushing more people towards the Mafia. It was during this period that the Mafia began to expand its operations, infiltrating various sectors of the economy and establishing a firm grip on the underworld. It's important to remember that the rise of the Moroccan Mafia wasn't just about crime. It was a response to a complex interplay of socio-economic factors, a symptom of a society grappling with change and uncertainty. The Mafia offered an alternative, a way to survive in a world that seemed to have forgotten many. In a world of chaos and uncertainty, the Mafia found its footing. The Moroccan Mafia, born out of desperation and struggle, rose to prominence, reflecting the darker side of a society in transition. The rise of this underworld power is a stark reminder of the consequences when the divide between the haves and the have-nots widens too far. The power of the Moroccan Mafia extends beyond what meets the eye. In the shadows of society, this intricate network weaves its influence into the very fabric of our lives. They're not just street thugs or petty criminals. Oh no, they are shrewd, cunning, and strategic operators, moving pieces on a chessboard that spans continents. Their tendrils reach into the heart of politics. The word on the street whispers tales of politicians entangled in their web, dancing to a tune orchestrated by unseen puppet masters. But these are not mere rumors. High-profile cases have bubbled to the surface, hinting at the depth of their political clout. Take, for instance, the scandal that rocked the government a few years back. A prominent figure found themselves in hot water, with trails leading back to the Moroccan Mafia. Details remain shrouded in secrecy, but the implications were clear. The Mafia had its hand in the political cookie jar. The economic sphere is not immune to their influence either. Their illicit activities fuel an underground economy, a parallel world teeming with transactions that never see the light of day. But it's not just about the money, it's about control. They manipulate markets, inflate prices, and exploit the vulnerable, all in the pursuit of power. And society? Well, They've crafted a narrative that both terrifies and fascinates. They've become an enigma, a mystery that captivates the public imagination. They're the villains in our stories, the monsters in our nightmares, and yet we can't help but be drawn to the allure of their dark world. But let's not romanticize them. The Moroccan Mafia is a destructive force, a parasite feeding off the lifeblood of our communities. Their influence breeds corruption, sows fear, and perpetuates a cycle of poverty and crime. Their reach is far and wide, and their influence undeniable. Yet as we delve deeper into the murky waters of their world, we must remain vigilant. For in understanding their power and influence, we arm ourselves with the knowledge to combat it. But with power comes a darker side. The Moroccan Mafia, with its vast reach and influence, is not averse to the nefarious. Their operations seep into the illicit, the forbidden corners of society where law and order dissolve into chaos and fear. Drug trafficking, extortion, violence. These are the tools of their trade, wielded with ruthless efficiency. Imagine the labyrinthine streets of Morocco, where a silent specter looms. The shadowy figure of a drug trafficker, a member of the Moroccan Mafia, slinks through the night. His merchandise, concealed beneath a cloak of deceit, is destined for places unknown, its journey veiled in secrecy. The dark underbelly of society thrives on such transactions, on this invisible economy powered by addiction and despair. Then, there's the extortion. The Moroccan Mafia, with its intimidating presence, exerts a vice-like grip on the vulnerable, squeezing them for all they're worth. Picture a small business owner, his dreams shattered by the relentless demands for protection money. His livelihood, his very existence, held hostage by the Mafia, a silent predator lurking in the shadows. The violence, perhaps, is the most chilling aspect of the Mafia's operations. A language understood by all, it's their way of asserting dominance, of maintaining control. Brutal beatings, calculated assassinations. These are not mere acts of aggression, they are messages, warnings to those who dare to defy the Mafia's authority. The Moroccan Mafia's operations, their illicit activities, are not just about money or power, they're about fear. To live under their shadow is to live in constant apprehension in a world where even the slightest misstep can spell disaster. Each story, each anecdote paints a grim picture of a life marked by intimidation and dread. Their actions, cloaked in darkness, leave a trail of devastation. The Moroccan Mafia, in its quest for power, has plunged into the abyss of immorality, leaving behind a world scarred by their deeds. The dark side, it seems, is not just a facet of their operations, it is their very essence. The battle against the Moroccan Mafia is a relentless pursuit. A game of cat and mouse, played in the shadows of a world that most of us never see. It's a constant struggle, where the stakes are high, and the price of failure can be catastrophic. Law enforcement, both local and international, have been waging this war for years. It's a gritty, unglamorous task, toiling in the underbelly of society to keep the rest of us safe. They put their lives on the line, facing down the specter of organized crime with unwavering resolve. But the Moroccan Mafia is not a simple adversary. They are elusive, always one step ahead, always disappearing into the shadows just out of reach. The web of their operations is vast and intricate, spanning continents, crossing borders, and infiltrating every corner of society. It's a labyrinth that law enforcement must navigate, a maze full of dead ends and false leads. And the government is not immune to the influence of the Mafia. Corruption seeps into the highest echelons, complicating the fight. It's a battle on two fronts, against the criminals and against the very institutions that are supposed to uphold the law. The line between friend and foe becomes blurred, leaving those on the front lines questioning who they can truly trust. But despite the challenges, the fight goes on. Every day, brave men and women don their badges and take up the cause. They work tirelessly, diligently chipping away at the mountain of crime that the Moroccan Mafia has built. Each arrest, each conviction, is a small victory in this unending battle. It's a daunting task, a Herculean effort that requires courage, tenacity, and an unwavering belief in the cause. But it's a battle that must be fought, for the sake of justice, for the sake of society, for the sake of all of us. The fight continues as the shadows of the Moroccan Mafia linger, a reminder of the unseen enemy, the unseen battle that rages on in the darkness. The Moroccan Mafia, a chilling testament to the darker side of humanity. We've delved deep into the unseen underbelly of this clandestine organization, followed their rise from the shadows, and marveled at their power and influence. Their dark side is as captivating as it is terrifying, a stark reminder of what lurks beneath the surface of society. The ongoing battle against their operations underscores the complexity and resilience of this underworld institution. Yet, they are not invincible. Their story is a cautionary tale, a lesson in the grim reality of crime and its unyielding grip on society. It's a world that thrives in the shadows, a world that demands our vigilance. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. Stay curious, stay vigilant,